Hey, Caden. So, Win 22 has been the Aztec mantra since you stepped foot on campus, and finally, in your fifth year, you get the opportunity to play in that game. So, how have you and your fellow fifth-year guys kind of relishing this opportunity that may be your last?
I'll tell you what, starting this season off, we sure were tired of saying win 22. It's been due time to stop saying win 22 and actually get it done. I know everyone is excited about this game, and we got the opportunity to finally be here, and it's come to fruition, and now we're ready to play. Everyone's excited about to be in the game and to actually make this happen.
And then Utah State, they've got an explosive offense. Last week, I think they had four deep passing touchdowns of 25 or 30 yards or more. In previous recent games, you guys have had given up some big plays, big passing touchdowns. How do you have to make sure that you keep that from happening this week?
We just got to see what the coaches' game plans are this week, and we just have tremendous faith in them. And I have tremendous faith in our DBs that they'll get the job done this week. We love playing really powerful offenses and really good offenses. That's what our defense thrives on because we're a good defense. We like to have good competition as well. And this is a great test to see what our defense is built of and made on. And so this will be a challenge this week for the DBs, and I'm excited to see how they succeed in it.
And then the last question for me, how has the defense been energized over the last couple of weeks, seeing the offense kind of step up and score a lot of touchdowns and get back in the game? Has that kind of fueled the defense even more?
Oh, 100%. It makes it so much more fun when you see our offense because we're a team. So when we see our boys on offense tearing it up and scoring touchdowns and doing what they're supposed to do, it makes everyone happy. The whole team's walking around, big smiles on our face, makes us walk around a little bit of swagger, and just makes us play harder as well because we want to score as many points as we can and hold teams to as less points as they can score. So it's really a good time seeing our offense do so good and succeed.
Thanks, Caden. Good luck this week.
Thank you so much, Andre.
Thanks, Andre. Bernie?
Hey, Caden. Bernie Wilson with Associated Press. How you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing, Bernie?
Thank you. As a defensive player, how much do you appreciate what Matt Ariza has been able to do this year in terms of flipping field position?
I've said in previous press conferences, Matt Ariza is a defensive player. We claim him, and it is such a blessing to be able to have him on our team. We'll be backed up on our 5-yard line, and he kicks the ball, and we down it on their 5-yard line and completely flip the field, which is unheard of. And it is just amazing to know that, no matter how backed up we are, Matt's going to punt it, and we're going to at least have him down inside the 20 or something like that. So it's really awesome to have a guy like that on our team.
Okay. Have you ever been on a team where the punter is the MVP?
I have not. I have not been a part of any team where a punter can do what Matt Ariza does. And also with Matt, he's such a high-character guy and classy guy, too. He's just an awesome man as well. So not only with him succeeding on the field, he's an awesome man off the field, too.
Okay, last question for me. Would you guys be 11-1 without him?
It takes every guy on the team to win. So with him on or on it, I couldn't answer that question because I know it takes everyone to win.
All right. Thank you, Caden.
Thank you so much, Bernie.
John?
Caden, what was it like to watch Jonah this past weekend?
Well, Jonah's my roommate, so it's really, really special to see him succeed because I get to be with him 24 hours a day here in the facility. Then I go home with him. We're playing video games and all that stuff together. But to see him thrive and succeed, his hard work's paying off. He's really put in his time, and he's a monster. That's what his whole family calls him, his monster, and that's exactly what he is. He's an animal on the field and gets after the quarterbacks for sure.
Yeah, how much of the success you guys ultimately had after Boise's fast start was it the ability to just pressure the quarterback? Because it felt like you just made him so uncomfortable, specifically in the second half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the D linemen, our front three really get after the quarterback each and every week, and I think our defense thrives on our pass rush. And those three guys, when they get after the quarterback and make him have to move and get him uncomfortable, that makes the whole defense thrive. Try to make them make throws that they're not usually used to doing, and not just sitting in the pocket comfortable. So when our front three really get after him, it helps all of us out a ton.
All right. Good luck this weekend. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John, for having me.
Kirk?
Hey, Caden, there's been talk in recent weeks about every game's a road game for you guys, but do you feel like there's a certain comfort zone now to playing in Carson?
Yeah, that's our home right now, and I believe our fans think that's our home too, temporarily because the stadium's getting built. But we have all these fans travel up there and support us, which it used to be an empty stadium last year. So having all the fans up there cheering us on is awesome, and I hope everyone makes it out this week. But yeah, that's our home right now, and we're comfortable playing there. We have our routine that we get into, traveling up the day before, and it's just we've got it rolling right now, and we don't want to switch it up. But yeah, that's our place right now, even though it's deemed an away game. That is our home.
Did it take a while to kind of feel acclimated? I mean, you guys have had a pretty good record there. I think you were 3-1 there last year and 6-1 there this year. So has it felt like it's a pretty good home field the whole time, or did it take a while to become acclimated?
I'd say this team can handle adversity really well, and that's just like another little thing of adversity that we have to deal with. So it didn't really take too long to acclimate up there. Every field's the same, 100 yards long, 53 and a quarter yards wide. So wherever the white lines are painted at, we'll step on and play wherever it's at. So I believe all the fields are the same, though, and everyone thinks that.
Also, with the last 2 years going through all the COVID stuff, is that reared its head again, and you guys are having to kind of play through some of that, or do you feel like that's pretty much behind you guys?
Oh, that's behind us 100%. We're moved on. It's a whole new season, a whole new ball club. We're focused on winning 22 right now. We got this championship right in front of us. We're ready to get after it.
Have some of the guys been out with it, though, or with some of the protocols that you guys have been a little shorthanded?
That's something you got to ask Coach Hoke. I really don't know.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll wrap up with Derek.
Hey, Caden, this is a completely off topic of anything that we're talking about with football-wise, but just listening to this, you've always been exceedingly polite. Is that something that just is you don't expect that kind of mentality from a linebacker, a guy who's out there, when you're on the field, you seem like a completely different person. Is there like a switch that you flipped to, go and want to, tear quarterbacks' heads off when you get on the field? Because you seem like just a cool dude right now.
Well, I'm from Texas, so it's got some Southern hospitality. That's how I was always taught. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. If not, might catch a hand at the back of the head by your parents. But there's definitely a switch that you got to flip on when you step up between the white lines, and you got to differentiate that stuff. You can't be a guy that's angry guy all the time. I like to have fun outside the field, and I'm a nice guy. Just I like to have a good time, and then when it's time to step on the field, locked in, focus, and ready to get after the quarterback.
Yeah, my wife's from Alabama. I've got a couple of hands in the back of the head myself, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you got to bob and weave a little bit if I got any advice.
Chance, what has this whole season been like for you, considering what you guys have had to really overcome, not just this season, but really since the start of the pandemic, to go from where you guys were, which is last year, a good football team, but a 4-4 team, to where you are today?
I mean, I wish I could describe the feeling. The feeling is really indescribable. The feeling is unmatched. It's exhilarating. It took all of us, and when I say all of us, I mean the players, the coaches, our families and loved ones. It took the academic staff, the equipment team, the athletic trainers. It took everyone. It took the fans, it took Aztec Nation, and I feel like we really turned it up a notch, and we really had our goals and our missions and things that we wanted to achieve, and we just set forth to do that, and it's been one great ride.
You guys have probably played with your backs against the walls a few times this year, but maybe none more so than this past weekend. I mean, you're trailing against a good team. It's late in the first half. How did you stay resilient and find a way to accomplish what you ultimately accomplished?
Being Aztec Warriors and staying together. I mean, that's just something that we preach here. There's something that we carry a lot of pride in, and it's just the Aztec way. No matter what adversity that we faced throughout the year, we've just been able to stay together and just stay together as a team and as a program as a whole and just keep fighting. And I feel like we have great results when we do that.
And then lastly, what would it mean, to you, but I mean just to the team in general, to win a championship, do so, at home or in Carson and get that 12th win?
Yes, sir. Like I just mentioned, the feeling, I wish I had the right words to put into a picture for you, but it's something, again, that we've worked really hard for, and it's something that we're really excited to be in this position, and it's a blessing to be in this position to have this opportunity to go out there, win that 22nd conference championship. And that's the goal. That's been the goal for the last 5 years, and we plan on making that happen.